Hi, both of you. I don't even know who you are. Kyla couldn't figure it out. So you're gonna have to say who you are. We got the gasifier lit up. Dan, myself, and Kyla. She basically just had to take the phone off the gimbal because it was like, we're not gonna let you go live because the phone's sideways. Makes no sense. But there she is. We got the gasifier lit up before you guys came on. That way you guys don't have to sit there and be like, this is boring, it's taking a half an hour. The flame looks awesome. I want to tell you what's up. Oh, who is this back here? You seeing anybody? Who do we got? Say your name.
Say your
Say
name.
my name.
We can have more fun with this because that'd be so tight. This is a test room.
Oh, well, with the two people that are watching, I'm excited about it. So this is the gasifier. I built it back in like 2009 with Joe Fenton. Love you, bro, even though we don't talk too much anymore. He helped a lot. An old friend named Todd. I'll give him some credit, even though we don't talk at all. But this design was my idea. It's been done before. They were building these in World War II. There were hundreds of thousands of them in Europe, sitting on the back of cars when there were fuel shortages back in World War II. And it's not a new concept, but it's new to everybody I ever talked to about it. Even the older guys. I saw a guy in the Big Blue store the other day, and he actually had a Duke Law shirt on. That's why I talked to him. And he must have been about 60. Never heard of gasification before. Dan, had you heard of it?
Negative.
Kyla?
No.
No? This is cool as heck, but this is just like one of those projects to kind of get everybody's interest, because we want to open tire factories that recycle tires. Not just every tire. It's the tires that can't be recycled or broken down or used for anything else. It's just tires that get chopped up and put into the landfill. And why not? Nobody's using them for economic value. They're just being used. They've got to go somewhere. So this machine does not do that. Dan, you're in the way a little bit. The shadows is all. This machine does not do that. This machine takes organic materials that are wood and, you know, even do garbage. As long as you try to get as long as there's not too much water in it. If there's too much water in it, it's not dried out some, then you're going to have issues when you're lighting it, try to get it to run through the system for the combustion motor.
Moisture control.
The moisture. You have a moisture meter in there, but we just used, in here, we used dry wood that, it's embarrassing, but we had to buy it at Publix. It's embarrassing, guys. We're running out of time. Anyway, so let me tell you how this thing works, and since Kyla's holding it in her hand anyway, come on over, babe.
You're going to get some really good shots.
Yeah. You can see the little bit of stuff wafting out of here. That's because, like I said, we lit it before just to make sure everything was ready to rock and roll so you didn't have to watch a really boring video. I hope you're not bored right now because it just got going.
Looks like an elephant trunk.
Yeah.
It does.
So what happens is you take chunks of wood. You can't throw whole ones in because you need surface area, so you chunk them up to this, or maybe a little bit bigger is okay, depending on the size of your gasifier. You open the lid, you fill it up, and your base layer in there should be charcoal, which could be left over from the previous time that you used your machine, which is actually what we did here today, because we lit this up the other day for our channel. Go check out that video if you want to, if you haven't seen it yet. But we throw these chunks in there on top of the charcoal. Because we have a pressure system going on right now, with the air coming in pressurized right there, instead of a vacuum pulling, like a car motor would be a vacuum pulling air through the system. We had issues lighting it the other day, but I figured that out. We're all good to go. So typically when you have, over here, over here, typically when you have a, where's the pipe wrench? A vacuum draw on the system, this is where you would light from, is on the side. I'm gonna pop this open, and this is what actually burned my eyeball one time because I didn't understand how, it's kind of funny, but I didn't understand how fire worked. So if Kyla can come around here and see if that's,
Oh,
so it's,
I didn't get to look.
it's fine, there's nothing in there.
Okay.
Not yet. We can open it up in a few minutes, but that like legit burnt my finger a little bit. Not like burnt, but burnt.
Yeah.
He's just a baby.
So this is how this system runs. You want to back up?
Back it on up.
I
Okay.
told you how to put the wood in. Organic material. I told you how to light it. So what happens is the air coming in here that's drawn in through this side over here wraps around Goes through some tubes. You can see that in another video if you didn't watch that one where we have it apart. Looks like a rocket engine. Goes through 6 tubes into the fire chamber, into a cone that my Uncle Rob made me and I welded together years ago. And I encased that in some concrete to make sure that it was going to be able to retain the heat if it had some colder periods. As soon as the gases go through that cone, because it's a low oxygen environment, because I'm controlling it, not all the gases have combusted. Those gases come down. Any ash is deposited down here, that white ash. It runs up the outside of the container, which is the outside of this, the inside of this, so you got about that much of a gap. And then out here, and then if you were running it in a vehicle, you'd run it through a cooling system, you'd run it through another filter, you'd run it through another filter, and then you could put it in your combustion motor. You could do a generator, you could do a car, you could do
A lot of things.
all sorts of stuff.
A lot of
I mean,
stuff.
this thing was lit for 10 minutes earlier.
About
It's radiating so much heat.
It never
so-
really gave up the heat since
It
we
didn't.
started.
About 2 minutes before we went live, I hit the valve to try to see if
Have you
it went.
relit it at all?
Hmm.
Since the first time you lit it, you haven't relit it, right?
I haven't relit it, but
So
I
yeah.
opened that valve just to make sure it didn't fully go out because there's no oxygen in the system.
I think it will probably spark right back up.
It is. Yep. I actually had it going. So let's do this because we don't want to bore you, but this is only going to be like a 15-minute video if you want it to be. Has anybody asked a question yet?
Not that I know of.
Is anybody watching?
3.
3?
We had 4, but we lost one.
What? It wasn't even that long. I turned on the valve just now.
It's okay. They're missing the important part. I mean,
This
exciting
is just
part.
Campfire
This
smoke
video's
right now.
not going anywhere.
This is just campfire smoke right now. So it's not, oh, I'm breathing tires, rubber, whatever. Okay? I light this up. It might go first, and it's definitely going to flame up, but it might need a few minutes to reignite because I had it off for a while. And you can see when you light it, see that flame? When this thing's on your vehicle, you can be driving down the road with gasoline, and you have a couple levers to control the amount of smoke, syngas that you're putting in, and the oxygen mix. It's about 50-50. You drive your truck down the road with gasoline, and then you hit the lever after a little while, it starts this system going, it changes the motor, RPMs, nothing changes in it. You're driving down the road, as soon as it's up to temperature, or enough gas is being produced, you literally can shut off your fuel pump, and you just keep driving
Wow.
straight down the road. Pretty wicked.
Produce your own energy.
Yep. This is going to be shooting off, to start, probably a 4 or 5 foot flame. Let's see. Let's see if this last minute's done anything else for it. Oh, why hello. It works.
Wow.
Like and subscribe. Thanks for subscribing, you 3,
4 now.
4.
There were
whoever
5.
whoever you are. Ah! Eyebrows.
Witnessing great stuff.
Dan, why don't you talk about it for a few minutes, the things you learned this week?
I've learned way more than I cannot be a teacher with this. That's gonna have to be you.
Don't teach, just
what I
talk
will
about what
say
you...
is what I will say is it's a whole new world of opportunities and I'm barely just scratching the surface on. I haven't signed an NDA yet, so I can probably say just about as much as I want, right?
Yeah, you just can't tell them about the other parts of the process for the other thing we're
No,
doing.
all jokes aside, this is insane what you can do with this stuff. It's absolutely worth following and worth being knowledgeable about. It'll help everybody in the long run. It really can.
Justin wants to know if you're wearing a medical coat to protect your knees.
Which Justin?
Justin Kraus.
Justin Kraus? I'm protecting it so you can't see my physique.
Justin's sad. He didn't say that. That was my words, but
Oh.
those were my words. They were funny
I
though.
wish you were here to see it,
I've
Justin.
learned way more than I thought I was going to in the last couple weeks, and gonna keep stuffing the old noodle up there. But
How, with gasification, you never heard of it. You never heard of pyrolysis, which is not what
well, I
we're
know
doing.
pyro. I know pyro, so obviously there's fire,
Mm-hmm.
and
Breaking down the Latin.
yeah, I mean there's
Anyway,
I
so.
love fire.
Oh yeah.
I've always-
I mean, we all do, don't we?
especially every boy. We've all gone through our phases.
I'm going to turn this down a little bit just to show you how you can control.
Girls can love fire too.
Kyla loves fire. I have positive pressure because we have our fan blowing a lot of pressure in here. You saw it. You can control this thing. So simple. And it's on demand. It's super cool, man. Look how clean the flame is. The only reason there's smoke going out right now is because I got a little escaping through here because now the positive pressure is trying to find a way to escape because I turned it down. So this is beautiful to run through your generator motor. It's beautiful to run through your car.
Yeah.
Let's say World War. Oh, that Homestead
hurricane.
movie came out.
We're in Florida.
That Homestead
We're in
movie
Florida.
just came
Think about it.
out.
We're in Florida with
Oh, yeah.
hurricanes and stuff,
Hurricanes,
natural disasters.
all of it.
This could be, help out a lot.
All of these things I'm doing, I didn't invent. I just thought through processes. Wow, you see how close that got to my face? I just thought through processes that already exist, and I put a lot of steps together to figure stuff out.
It's the time and process.
Not that I copied anybody building this. Oh, we found the original drawing. Did you see it?
I don't know if I did.
I'll go get it. You talk.
I don't know what to say, but I will.
Here, Dan. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. This way I can get on video too.
Yeah, what?
So Dan and I think that the fire is really cool. We like it when it's 6 feet tall, right? I'm speaking for Dan right now, but
I do enjoy it.
it's a lot of fun. And apparently it's a super cool flame, and Greg said you can put your hand right through it.
Oh, yeah.
I personally am not going to because I have trust issues.
So have all my hair. A little got singed, but not
Justin. Okay, that's hot. That's not a cool flame. That's hot.
That was fun.
Okay, I'm turning back around. Hold on. Boop.
This is the original drawing from 15 years ago, where I sat down with a ruler, and I'm like, I'm gonna build this thing, and I'd never welded a thing in my whole life, never, ever, ever, and because I knew that it worked, I knew I could do it, and that's my first flame out of this thing 15 years ago.
So cute.
It's my
Oh, wow.
baby.
That is awesome.
Look how-
You may have showed me that.
As soon as I lit it, I knew that was gonna work.
Chris just said I should put my hand through it.
Kyla should.
I'm pretty sure he's talking to
Greg
me.
both did it.
You're talking to me, aren't you, Chris?
Do it.
Greg can do it though.
Well, Kyla, you gotta get in this video too.
I already did.
She did get her face in there.
Is this the thing where we go?
He said yes. Like, how much of your hand can you put
I
in?
did the whole thing. Yeah.
You might. I mean, I have plastic on my wrist from being in the hospital earlier.
Justin said, "Do it." Fuck you guys.
In the hospital.
He won't.
Sorry. I don't wanna.
She will. With the Bad Religion shirt on. Nice.
I know. Bad Religion in the background. I don't want to do. It's hot, bro.
It's hot. You can stick your arm in the fire. It's safe.
Here, let me do it first.
It doesn't feel safe.
It's not safe. So I know you guys have been on here 13 minutes, but check this out.
Fine. I'm doing it. You better not miss it.
Just still get your actual
Got it?
hand in there. You're getting-
I'm trying not to do.
Wait, let's make it look cooler.
Oh, that's. Oh, I forgot about the light.
Not me.
Whoa, it's following me. I hate rabbits. Yeah, Nan, that one was for you.
Go for it. Fried chicken. You did it.
She put her hand through it, Christian.
Screw
Woohoo!
you, Chris.
Yeah, Justin. She did it.
He knew I'd do it. It would freaking told him.
It's amazing.
Anyway,
talk
I'm
again?
done. Yes, go ahead.
All right.
Fun's over. I
I'm
mean,
gonna be serious. I'm gonna be serious for just a second, because people will see this in the future. Maybe, I don't know. They're gonna see it on TikTok probably later. So this isn't the answer to the tire problem. I already talked about it. We're running a parallel program. So we have 3 things that we're doing at the same time. We're trying to, 1, grab people's attention with this cool stuff right here.
Yeah.
Right? And the videos and the fun stuff and the traveling and the experiments, just to grab the attention. But at the same time, we're trying to develop relationships to where we can actually build facilities, and we're going to go for grants and everything, where we build facilities that actually are waste tire drop-off locations, and we're going to hopefully help have the government help and private investors. Come on, Justin, you can do it.
Cassie's watching too. Hi, Cass. Love you.
Love you. She's known me since I was 16.
There's only 2 people watching now.
Oh, it's Cassie and Justin.
No, probably. Well, maybe. Or unless Chris is still there. Chris, are you still there?
So
Sure, there's a way I can tell.
The second thing we're running in parallel, right, is we're trying to do these facilities where we can actually turn the tires that get thrown into the dump.
Your neighbor's got one sitting out front right now. You want to go grab it?
Yep, please. Let me just talk for a second. I don't want it for this. No, then we'd
Cool.
be like dying from carcinogens, right? So we want to take the tires from the dump that aren't used, the ones that get crunched up, thrown on the ground, and covered over. We want to recycle those. And in Florida alone, there's 250,000 tons of that each year. Well, excuse me, in the year 2023, that were just chucked in there. It was the extra stuff they couldn't figure out what to do with. Kyle and I figured it out. We figured it out. Dan was like, hey, you guys figured that out? I want to jump in. And next thing you know, he's got a lab coat on. Dan's got a lab coat.
Ta-da!
He's making Rick and Morty jokes in the videos.
That's pretty funny. If you haven't seen the Rick and Morty video, it's freaking hilarious.
Everyone else right now. That's the beauty.
It's
of
spot
it.
on.
Maybe by like a week, I got a little advantage of everyone watching, but not by much.
Yeah.
I'm learning it.
You're
pretty
picking up
awesome.
on it quick, dude.
Well, we're at 7:30. 15 minutes has gone by, and
5 more minutes. You guys can hang up if you want. Thanks for joining us.
yeah, thank you.
But we have to go to our third parallel now. Our third parallel, which we already started to do, is contacting government. Oh, because we can't do this ourselves. We know it. We know it. We want to jump in and be a part of the oversight program to show, not to show, but to be part of making this actually safe. Because I saw some videos of people not doing gasification, but doing the pyrolysis that is the
Who's
answer.
the founding father of this? Kind of.
I have no idea.
Like, people know about it, but as far as what you're trying to do, nobody's really done that.
In the United States, no. I was on
At
the
least
phone
not
with,
on the scale you're thinking.
not here.
Yeah.
They do it in India.
Actually, if you go to thelittleideas.com and look at pyrolysis at a glance, it'll probably answer your question. I just can't because I didn't read it that closely.
But you
I did put it up there.
like and subscribe.
You can't, but you can go look at it and get all of our contact information.
So our third parallel is getting the government involved. I already called the Florida Department of Environmental Protection, and I went up this chain as far as I could that day to try to see why it's not happening. It's just because nobody's tried yet. I'm ready. Let's do this. I got 15 years experience thinking about it and messing around with it. I can make it happen on all the different levels that investors want to see. That's it. That's why it hasn't been done yet. It's not the environmental pollution. It's all the levels that make the powers that be want to be able to do it or able to do it. Because everybody would like to save the world. It just has to make sense. Done. Got it. So get a hold of me, whoever you are. And
Merry Christmas.
We need you and your intellect.
have a holly jolly Christmas.
And a Happy New Year. Thank you for coming to the lighting of the gasifier and not the lighting of the Christmas tree.
Love you guys, friends that were watched us. Woohoo! Thanks for being here.
Love you guys.
We're gonna let this go for another 2 hours.
Speak soon. Thank
Bye.
you. Oh, there's somebody else popped in. Sorry, we're about to
wait.
leave.
Who is it?
I don't know, but we're about to leave.
Wait, we're not gonna leave yet. Who is it?
Merry Christmas, Chris.
Who joined?
I don't know.
I don't see anybody.
Bye.
Bye.
I wonder.
Ba-boom.
Just texted me.